Dude, do you even know what you're doing? Like, seriously, what is happening with you? Titties! I mean,
Ah,
Morgan!
your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
The girl from the
I
boss.
am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are
Hmm.
welcome, by the way. How does
Thanks,
your
Mommy
memory
Morgan.
fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Nope.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Uh, Neither am I.
Of
This
that
is
I have no
horrible.
doubt. Your friend has been inconsolable since Mother told him the news. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I will
I
go
will
then.
stay and make something to eat.
Thanks, Mommy Morgan. Dude, we're gonna have to talk about
Don't think so.
where you're positioned. Hold on. I'm gonna try to see. So, this man wants attention so bad. The controller's right up, up, up. I talk shit about you and you gotta move. He was putting all of his weight on my hand that is holding the controller. And he was like, I'm just gonna stay here.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. Huh, I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to
This
Morgan's
doesn't
mother.
seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Um, I suppose we
If you
should thank
know
you.
what is good for you, I suppose you should.
What are you looking at, dude? Is it starting to rain? Is that why you're coming to cuddle and feel safe? Simba is terrified of storms. And so, like, when a storm starts to come through, he wants to, like, be as close to somebody as he can. And he just jumped down. If it's about the storm, then he will be hiding underneath me. Is there some way we can replay you?
All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
It changed when most of them were slaughtered. Slaughtered? And it's hardly
That doesn't
united
make
against
any
the locate.
sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
He's the real
All
Grey
Grey
Warden.
Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now.
I lost my fiance that I didn't really care about, but I did a superpower move by standing there and meeting him almost completely naked, saying, "This is what you're marrying." And then ultimately getting him killed because I decided that I wanted to run my big mouth against an Arl's son who then came back, ruined the wedding, and then took everybody, and it was just horrible. I came
Then
here,
we
yeah,
have
now how
to
you
do
feel?
something. I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I can't do anything on my own.
Um, Flemeth.
Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Would he?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
There's probably other allies.
The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Nope. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
And I will caress them. I mean, what?
Have I no say in this?
Nope.
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Okay.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point
Probably should have.
taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these 2 must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I
Allow me to
understand.
get my things, if you please.
She travels light. Wink, wonk,
I
wink, wonk,
am
wink,
at
wonk.
your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Probably.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Oh, really?
Well, I
will you?
always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or 2 afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Yep.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Oh, you'll have more than that. Have
I
some
may
questions.
have answers.
Have you never been outside the
From
wilds?
time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
I think they stared not because you were an outsider, but because you wear a towel as your fucking shirt. I have no more
Farewell,
questions.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alright, we can level up Morrigan now. She shapeshifter. I'm actually gonna make her into an arcane warrior, I think. As much as I want a spirit healer, I'm fairly certain. No, hold on. Let me think about this. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. I gotta think about this. She has 51 magic already. I'm just saying. I'll be right back. I think we're gonna wait. I want to see what Leliana can do before I do that, because if Leliana can heal, then she'll become a battle mage instead of a healer. Little crab hands came back from her uppies. Enjoy that while it lasts. Gather your party and venture forth. Yeah, so we can go to Lothering. Oh, gasp! There's a battle afoot. Oh, I should have leveled up Morgan then. Oh no, it's just cutscene. Denerim.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly.
I did hydrate.
There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak.
You may not.
You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Ooh. Descent upon people.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Damn. Also, you want some cheeses, Mummy? The cheeses you were promised. Yes. They're not stale. Gasp! Ah, the old-fashioned pose of you were going to die, but in less cool manner. Hey, look, a bear. And they're all dead now. Nope, nope, nope. Herlock? Yep. Oh. He wags his tail happily. Yes, a bear.
I
Pet him.
think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabaria like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
All right. What do we name the dog? This is the only other character in the entire game that we get to name. Daddy Halson there. Where did the bear come from? I summoned the bear with my eyeballs. Boom sink. Personally fond of beef. Call him whatever. Beefcake. I mean, we could go with Daddy Doggo. Oh, 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 oh. DD for short. Ah, that's it. Damn it. I was gonna call him Prince Puppersworth the Third. We can go Daddy Doggo. Make him into a double D. That's that. Pepperoni. That's a good one. I like pepperoni. Pepperoni. Is that a consensus? Cause that's a good one. You done did a good one on that. Three, two. Just don't use my pizza. Pepperoni. Oh my god, you are so strong. I have 2 points to spend, and I can't put them anywhere. Yeah, he remains, like, always able to be done. But yeah, I got a bear. Take some roots of the elves. Walking along. Gonna go to have a song. Excuse me. I said go to the world map. Don't look at your Baldur's Gate 3 save file. We all know you went with the bear.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
Nope, I'm
Toll
more
applies to everyone,
legged.
Roderick. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
You're about as intelligent as a a wall.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Well, you can certainly try.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Time for
wary.
more practice.
Stick him in the nuts.
And I'm off.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the
Dude,
darkspawn
dude,
gets
what
us
is
all.
happening to you? What? This shoddy operation is pathetic.
Right. I guess so. I'm sorry.
Now you die. Kill him, interrogate him, turn him in, recruit him, take the stuff he's stolen, and have him run away.
What are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Or you can die.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Okay, well, he went down. Kick in the nuts, and you're dead. Well, he went down without a fight, I gotta say. A Knights Templar quest updated. Hello, good loot. About this trial and this man with I thought she was dead. So he done did the nasty with a woman who he thought she was dead.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been quiet, Alistair. What do you want to talk about?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Mommy, I'm gonna send you a link. I feel like you need to know that this is a thing. I have to find you on Dick's Sword real quick. There you are. You're gonna regret. You know, Badger, I'll send it to you too. I'll have you share in her regrets. Enjoy that little porpoise. As you burn your eyes out after reading it. We need to hear some news
But
before
we
we
need to
can
decide
decide.
what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we?
Go
I
to
think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
their paper.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first. Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I'm ready.
Fair
Let's
enough.
go.
Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
So, Mummy, he was probably going with that definition. And he was really going for some fun. I say that with a massive air quotes. We're just looking around, gonna go into town, gonna steal all their goodies, take their women, and go with... What?
Do I have a choice?
That was another horrendous crime?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
Yep.
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
So, one of our romance options, he's a big time submissive. I'm just stealing stuff from refugees, don't mind me.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
Sure, whatever you say. I can totally hear everything you're saying.
It's just a guess, but I'm...
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Not interested. Sister, you want to beat that offer? Just beat it! And no, he's not on fire. It's just a passive ability that he has turned on at all times. Do we tell her to beat it, or we can just be like, oh, we'll take the money and run, or I'm not interested in any of this, or you're being an asshole, stop being an asshole. By the way, we're still technically in the beginning of the game, but don't worry, as we start getting further in, it starts to speed up a little bit more. This is a lot of this, like, setting up the lore. You love telling men that they're assholes, but... See if she can beat the offer.
You want me to bid against him? We don't have that kind of coin.
Mm-hmm. So she can't beat the offer, but we can still call him an asshole. If I ask her what do we get, she'll be like, "The Maker will bless your journey because that's all I can give you right now." I probably won't do it. All right, well, yeah, you're an asshole.
These folks, if they could buy no goods at all.
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Lower your prices or lose your goods.
Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
I'll give you a headache.
We have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Deedy doody, they will be with that booty.
Make a watch over your path.
Thanks. Morrigan disapproves. See ya, merchant. Don't care. Chanter's bored.
And done.
Just steal stuff from the asshole merchant.
I'm cold. I don't like this. Have you seen my mother?
She dead.
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
I'll help you look.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Take the silver. Buy something to eat.
Oh, silver! Wow, thank you. So, are you really an elf?
Nope, I just had these ears implanted onto my head for fun. Did the ears give me away? Yes, why do you ask?
Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome, kid. I gave him a silver so that he could eat tonight, because his mother is dead. Alright, so there is a...
Let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
There's nothing
Ooh.
to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest?
It's
Much
done,
more
naturally.
interesting.
To you, perhaps, you would find the mosque.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car.
Yeah. This guy is important. Always get sad for the kids, even in game. Well, we help the kids.
Shokra, you are
Hello.
one of my captors.
Nope.
I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
What are
I'm
you
in
doing
a
here?
cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I'm Noodles.
You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
Oh,
I
they have
also
a
suggested
budding love.
Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I need help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
Blight help?
The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Wow, He just said we're crap at our job.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Okay.
Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Well, it turns out he's just a big guy.
Desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my
Do not
food?
seem a refugee.
But what about my food? Farmer.
Marshman stole from me. I know it.
Okay, sure. Elder Miriam.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Oh, you don't sound so good.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does.
They may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
More than just plants. I don't know what I need to actually do there.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them.
This
Here you
will
go.
help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Ah, 50 silver. Wow, look at that. We're good people, everybody. We helped refugees.
Mongrel. I have nothing you want.
Don't you dare talk.
You keep staring at me.
Because
So,
he...
you flea-ridden beast. Can you not tell when you were not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves.
You will
And
not...
he persists. Maddening.
You will not talk to Pepperoni like that, ma'am. You are on the naughty list. She likes the naughty list, though. That is one hell of a roof, by the way. Dude was like, I'm so tired of rain getting into the gutters and clogging it up and stuff like that. So we're just gonna build our roof to the ground. Like, there's absolutely no reason for that, but it's so good that it's there. It looks walkable. You would think. Unfortunately, it was not. Oh my god, I didn't know this was walkable. What the crap? Yes, Allison. What can I do for you as my inventory is full? What do you mean my inventory is full? I probably got a lot of junk in it, honestly. Dagger. Junk. Junk. You know what? I'm not gonna keep any of these because I'm never really gonna use them. Oh, Alistair! Let's see. 1.5. That does 4. Okay, so his does 4. This does 4. A little bit more, but a chance to avoid missile attacks. That's pretty good. This does 6. We're gonna go with that one. That sounds pretty good. Junk. I guess we'll give him this one. Mulligan. I'm probably not gonna use you, but we'll still give you something to work with. Oh man, she's sexy now. Hoo-hoo! Alright, you compare. These are good. I'll take those. That's better. That's not better. That is better. No, god damn it. I went up twice. Alright. This is better. Chainmail. Better. Not better. Definitely better. Ooh, war paint. Pepperoni! He got some more paint. Alright, I think that's it. Although I guess we do want to keep her robes, because she will be stronger like that, probably. Do these give anything? No. Junk. Does this give anything? Spirit resistance? You can take that one. No. You get that one. Crafting that Knight's Note. Inspect. A Knight of Redcliffe. Knight's Locket. Tiny painting of a pretty brown-haired young woman. It is possible to tell who the woman might be, but whoever owned the locket was quite fond of her. Alright, cool. Alright, now we should be able to take this stuff. Yay! Hello!
Stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need?
Happily pay you to make some. There's wood and nails and other goods around the village and the forest. But you probably already know that. Sorry. Come back if you make some.
Traps are a girl's best friend. Hmm. I don't remember how to make traps, honestly. No. Oh wait, that's poison making. I guess I can only make poison. We'll come back to that. An hour ago you took a nap.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Chainmail gloves.
How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is
Yeah, nappy
nowhere
fappy.
to
I mean,
run.
wappy.
This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
That is called my pupils. Anybody gonna shut this
Be my
madman up?
guest. I've no urge to try out that axe of his.
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. Darkness swallowed the marshes whole. This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
How did you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours.
Scaring these people won't get her back.
You were right. I will go.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
What's in the cup? Kool-Aid. There's always hope.
You're
Muster
right.
your courage.
We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
My dude,
Can't lie down
holy
and die
crap.
Either. We must go north to Denerim.
Did you see that underbite? Holy crap. We gotta be careful. Oh no. Like, oh my god, dude.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
Dude looks sickly. He looks something. Good lord.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main
A book. First Blight, Chapter 1. Here we go. Thedas is the land of fierce diversity, from the assassin princes of Antiva to the fated griffins of the Anderfels. But in my travels, I found one tale that unites people of this land. Is a story of pride and damnation, and although the telling differs, the essence of the tale remains the same. At the height of its power, the Tevinter Imperium stretched over much of Thedas, uniting the known world under the rule of the tyrannical Magisters. It is said that the old gods whom the Magisters worshipped gave them the knowledge of blood magic, and the Magisters used this forbidden power to cement their rule. The blood of elven slaves and humans alike ran down the imperial altars to fuel magister greed, and the tales of their excesses so horrifying that one can only be grateful that blood magic is prohibited today. Or is it? But all that stands tall must eventually fall. Perhaps they foresaw their ruin, or perhaps their pride knew no bounds. But whatever the reason, the magistrates dared to open the magic portal into the Golden City at the heart of the Fade. They sought to usurp the Maker's throne, long left unattended in the Golden City after the Maker turned his back on his creations. They would storm heaven itself with their power and become as gods. This is what the Chantry, in its oft-exercised tendency to understate, refers to as the second sin. According to most versions of the tale, the Magisters did indeed reach the Golden City and walked into the home of the Maker, where no living being before them had dared or been able to tread. But humanity is not meant to walk in heaven. The Magisters were wicked with pride and other sins, and their presence tainted the Golden City. What once was a perfect, holy citadel became a twisted home of darkness and nightmares. The Magisters were expelled back through the gateway and cursed for their treachery. As the Golden City had been tainted, so were the Magisters twisted and transformed into things of darkness, the very first of the Darkspawn. The Golden City, once a shining beacon at the heart of the Fade, became the Black City, a reminder of all that man's pride has cost. Note, oh yeah, this will come in later with a quest. Heavy armor. Okie dokie. You have feeling in your whole face? Look at you go! I'm happy that you can feel your face. His mother was a servant girl who died. Alistair was really young and raised by Eamon Gurin, Arl of Redcliffe for a time. Okay. I'm not going to go into the character lore too much for now, because we get a lot later. The Chasen Waters have lived in the Kakari Wilds since the first wars with the Alamari drove them southward a millennium ago. According to their own lore, they had always been forest-dwelling people that adapted quickly to their new home. Game and fish are plentiful in the wetlands, and Chasen thrived. For a time, they and the hill-dwelling Avars were true threats to the northern lowlands. The Tevinter Imperium had arrived and was hard-pressed to keep back the waves of invasions from the south and the west. The fortress of Ostagar was built specifically to watch the Chasen hordes venturing north of the tree line. It was not until the legendary warrior Hafter soundly defeated the Chastened in the first half of the Divine Age that the question of their ability to contest the lowlands was settled permanently. Today, the Chastened are considered largely peaceful, though their ways are so primitive compared to our own. In the Kakari Wilds, they live in strange-looking huts built on stilts or even built into the great treetops. They paint their faces and split their small tribes ruled by shamans like those amongst the Avars. There are many tales of these shamans having learned their magic from the witches of the wild, witches that inspire as much terror as they do awe and gratitude, even if there is no definitive proof they exist. In particular, the tale of Flemeth, the greatest witch of the wilds, is celebrated among all tribes. While there is no way to note how many there are in the wilds today, few travelers that pass through the forest tell of Chasen eking out an existence, even the frozen wastelands of the far south. One can assume that should the Chastened ever organize themselves once more, we might have reason to fear them here in Ferelden. We ignore them at our peril. They're just trying to be peaceful, like, calm down. Lothering. In ancient times, Lothering was little more than a trading post that served the fortress of Oshgard in the south. Nowadays, the largest serving Radcliffe and the community of merchants and surface dwarves near Orzammar. It's located on the North Road, gives it strategic value, so control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the southern Banorn and the south reaching Arling. King Callan had himself stepped in and awarded the town to Southreach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended the feud, or at least the appearance of it. Okay. I'm glad you have feeling in your face and in general. Genlock, again, is just mage dudes, ogres, big dudes with the horns. Items: Havard's Aegis. Close friend, they were children of Havar. Mephroth Havard, when he understood him, Mephroth was Andraste. Yeah, I don't care that much.
This village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all.
And when the Maker spoke,
It's all good. New codex. The Maker. There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of the Maker rang out the first word, and his word became all that might be. Dream and idea of hope and fear, endless possibilities, and from it made his firstborn. He said to them, "In my image I forge you. To you I give dominion over all that exists. By your will may all things be done." Then in the center of heaven he called forth a city with towers of gold, streets with music for cobblestones, and banners which flew without wind. There he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne, sang hymns of praise unending, but their songs were the songs of cobblestones. They shone with the golden light reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth the banners that flew on their own. And the voice of the Maker shook the fade, saying, "In my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists by your will. All things are done, yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing." And he knew he had wrought amiss, so the Maker turned from his firstborn and took from the fade a measure of its living flesh and placed it apart from the spirits, and spoke to it, saying, "Here I decree opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone in the balance sundered, and the world given new life." And no longer was it formless, ever-changing, but held fast, immutable, with words for heaven and for earth, sea and sky. At last did the Maker from the living world make men, immutable as the substance of the earth, with souls made of dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. Then the Maker said to you, "My secondborn, I grant this, and your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. From the fade I crafted you, and to the fade you shall return, each night in dreams. Then you may always remember me." And then the Maker sealed the gates of the golden city, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create.
chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word.
Are you daft?
Are you daft? Yes, I am. Thank you.
From the shadows,
Daft Punk.
those who seek
Book. Adventures of the Black Fox. Oh, jeez. Books and songs. Nope, that's characters. Books and songs. Born Lord Remy Vasco in 863, Blessed Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went in to inspire so many tales of his exploits that it is nearly impossible to determine today
Well
which are
then,
true and which
what
are
more
merely
have they to
fabricated
say?
legend. More to say. Despite coming from nobility, he has become something of a hero of the common people. His initial exploits involved ridiculing the tyrannical and powerful Lord of Valcheven. Wearing a mask, he would appear in public and disrupt the Lord's plans to point to that Lord angrily put a huge bounty on the life of his cunning fox. The origin of the nickname, which stuck, that the primary bounty hunter who took the job, Carolus, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times. In one of the most popular tales told in taverns today, the story is often exaggerated to make Remy appear initially buffoonish, until Carolus becomes so furious at the Black Fox's inexplicable ability to survive that the cunning Remy gains the upper hand, which impresses Carolus so much that the bounty hunter joins him. After years of terrifying the Lord's men and foiling his tax collections, a favorite pastime of Remy's, according to Legion commoners, Remy was supposedly betrayed by his lover Serrano de Montefort. In some cases of the tale, a mage of circle no less, and captured after more than a year of torture. Remy was rescued from the prison by his compatriots, including a repentant Servana, and together they escaped Arlay. In this period of Remy's adventures, he appears almost everywhere in Thedas. As the legend grew, more innkeepers and merchants were happy to claim that the Black Fox had visited their village or establishments and performed some legendary feat. If the tales are to be believed, Remy led the Lord's men on a merry chase, became embroiled in political intrigue in Navarre, where was hunted by the crowns of Antiva, then kidnapped by a powerful mage in Tevinter. In each situation, Remy escaped death at the last moment for the evildoers and improved life for the poor and downtrodden. Then, inevitably, he rejoined his band of adventurers and moved on to the next land. His companion Carolus and Servana, the wise dwarf Volek, and the tempestuous knight Sir Clementus have each spawned their own individual legends over the years. The stories all agree that at some point the Black Fox disappeared. He and his fellow adventurers voyaged into the heart of the Arlathan Lavars, seeking the sunken city of the elves, and never returned. Many more are tales that expand on what ultimately happened to them in that forest and postulate on how they could someday be rescued. Imagine if he reads with different accents. You got your lucky number? Oh boy. Thank you for all the biddies, by the way. What is your lucky number? Oh, 666. Nice. Bronze symbol of Andraste. Success, you say? So there's a couple quests that I gotta do here, but I will come back. Sir Donald.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
That's because your back was
Sir
turned.
Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life.
Fine, I'll change it for the sake of not summoning a demon.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to meet him.
What is that, if I may ask?
Also take Renzo's spot on the leaderboard. Nice. Need his help.
The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Dude has some nice eyeliner. They call that a background for the text so you can read the text better. That's not eyeliner. Any advice?
Arl Eamon were well. I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Okay, I should go.
To you.
You
and
see
to
it
you,
too.
Alistair. I hope to one day see you again.
Bye, random dude.
Sir Donald.
Sir Donald Duck. Wait, why do you still have a thing on your head?
Ah, it is good to see you again. Allow me to mark my place in my book. Now then, what can I do for you?
Tell me more about this. Oh.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend.
I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Tell me about the
Supposedly,
Urn
the
of Sacred
urn contains
Ashes.
the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Could I help you?
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
You're welcome. Wait, what about your book? Dude, your book! You were so adamant about marking his place, and you just left it. Also, why didn't you take it and like sit on the floor somewhere to read it? Why were you hunchbacked over the book? Dude! He spoke to me like a senile criminal. Alright, hold on. We gotta go get Leliana first. Pile of sackers! Piles. What? I don't know. Chanter's board? Anything? Nope. Afraid of sitting in public? Maybe. I must find...
my entire bag of herbs, you foolish dog. Do not think I am unaware of where it went. 'Tis your own fault for being so entirely gluttonous. Several of those herbs were poisonous. You should be pleased they did not kill you. Do not be ridiculous. I am certainly not going to give you more, even if I did have more to give. Oh, you have some nerve, creature, and your breath leaves much to be desired. Off you go. We shall see. I promise nothing.
She's warming up to pepperoni. Taco is fond of her. It's the towel. The towel makes everybody fond of her.
Well, look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Have we now?
Low gains, men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description?
Nope.
And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
Probably.
It seems we were lied to.
Yeah, I just got here.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor
There's
souls
my
seeking
girl,
refuge.
Leliana.
Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's talk about this
I doubt
before
he
things
would
get out of
listen.
the hand.
Blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk. Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Yes, let's. Bye. Oh, that didn't insta-kill you. Right. Ow. Stop shooting me. Piece of crap. Hold on. You know what? I have a present for you. I call it Halson. Oh, never mind. They're gone.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Take a message. I don't want them reporting the lady.
Wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
Start running right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Yeah, just blood splattering all over the entire tavern. People still there. Man, I gave this drink a little bit of a kick. I appreciate you.
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am Leliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Oh, her accent is just like, ah! I'm Noodles. A
They
pleasure.
said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
I will need the help, that's
That,
true.
and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Yeah,
Perhaps
absolutely.
Your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Probably.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance.
Crab
I
Handler's
will
being
not
crazy.
let you down.
Okay, so we're gonna swap out Pepperoni. We have 3 possible love interests that we can do in this playthrough. We have Aladad here, who, I mean, he's fine, he's sarcastic, he's Alistair, he's one of the main characters, and, like, he'll forever be, like, one of the big deciding factors in the game, right? We have an assassin who's also an elf, but he kind of just sleeps with anything and everyone, and he eventually betrays you. Or we can go with Leliana, or Leliani here, who her accent just makes me go, ah! And it's over. But she's also the hardest to romance, but it's still like, oh! So good. And while we do that, oh, look, oh, God. No, hey guys, how you doing? Arl Eamon Gearin. I don't want any of that. That don't really matter to me. He's blonde though. I mean, true, but like, oh, look at this. Look at this gorgeous woman here. Like, oh, either the submissive one or the mommy dominance. I gotta see. Assassin, ranger. Okay, so you're a bard. So yeah, I will need Morrigan to be a healer then. She pretty? She really pretty. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make you a ranger question mark. You're gonna learn some trap making. You're gonna learn herbalism. You're gonna get some combat. You're gonna do that, and we'll give you some more combat. As a rogue, summon spider. You're gonna become a master ranger. I'm not a fan of her being an archer, but I guess it'll be good to have like a backline kind of archer. Lethality, taking a key knife, or additionally for his cunning scores greater than strength. Yeah, we'll go with that. That one was good. Target is incapacitated. Backstrike, feign death, evasion. We'll give you that one. Alright, I guess we'll... Ooh, I should maybe undo that. Aim, defensive fire, master archer. I maybe should try to go for the master armor archer then. It would be all of these, though. I would lose the summoning buff. Deadly with both bows and crossbows. Master archers receive additional benefits when using aim, defensive shot, defensive fire, crippling shot, critical shot, arrow of slaying, rapid shot, and the shattering shot. This talent also eliminates penalties to attack speed when wearing heavy armor, although massive armor still carries the penalty. I'm gonna go with the Master Ranger. Okay, so that means Morrigan, you are going to become a spirit healer. You know herbs. We're going to give you some poison and a combat tactic. You're going to go boom, 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 boom. And then you're going to go with you. And that's it, apparently. Okie dokie.
Well, I can't just pack up my whole
Berlin.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you got. Sold. Thanks. Wait. Was there more?
I got other gear to sell.
You're out of food?
Whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
I took care of it.
Did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Farewell. Wait, still more to...
You're here about... I got other gear to sell.
Anything work?
Chanter's board, but... I don't suppose you know anything about...
I've dabbled.
I figured if I kept it, I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I can get the ingredients?
Herbs in the North Wood. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in... Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Okay, so I apparently need to make... Whoopsie. I need to make poison, which I think my character can do. Poison making? I have nothing. I don't know what he needs, though. That's not how you look at the quest. The blights. Loathering. He's asked you to create a suitable poison. 3 flasks of venom should do the trick. I just need 1 more. And I would need a flask and toxin extract. I wonder if he has any.
Any luck with that poison?
Whoopsie. So flask, right? Crafting. Okay, so we can get one flask. We'll get the gifts.
Any luck with that poison? He asks gently.
He's out here like, can you poison the town for me yet? Like, no, dude, Jesus Christ, calm down. Incense of awareness, rock salve. Okay, so we're gonna have to go find the venom, right? That's what I need. Yeah, I need toxin extract.
This reminds me of that time.
To Lothering. Chef RPG game. A lot of your friends have been playing it. I did. So, if you like indie games...
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Anyway, like I was saying, if you like indie games and stuff like that, I have some place that you can go that, like, he covered Chef RPG early. He's a friend of mine. Very good at covering, like, the first half hour, 45 minutes of a indie game. And guaranteed you'll probably find more games like Chef RPG on the schism of something or another. I don't want more controls, thank you. Go away. Yeah, I can send you the YouTube channel. Oh God. How long? Oh. Okay. Hold a minute.
There are those who will tell you about the chantries, the same process everywhere as it is here. But the divine and valor reigns supreme in the eyes of the Maker. Yes, precious, yes. And that his fact is unquestioned throughout Thetis. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve man, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere, precious. The chantry there interpreted the rule as meaning that mages should never have control their minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should be benefit the rulers of men as much as possible. When the clerics of Tevinter altered their chant of light to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the divine in Valroyale ordered the clerics to revert to the original chants. Yes, precious, yes. They refused, claiming corruption within Valroyale, an argument that grew until in 487, Charles the Chantry in Tevinter elected its own legitimate corrupted.
That's very difficult to do for long periods.
Divine Valhalla, who was not only male, was also happened to be one of the prominent members of the Tevinter Circle of the Magi Presses. This black divine was reviled outside the winter. His existence and offense to the chantry in precious Val Royale. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much more. Ugh. Something similar to snack? Yeah, so I believe they call that dinner.
After 4 exalted marches to dislodge the rebels, all that the Chantry and Valfriac accomplished was to cement their separation. While those aspects of the Imperial Chantry's teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic have been weakened, precious, and male priests have become more prevalent.
They weren't prevalent before. Why wouldn't the male priests be prevalent? Oh, because they had daddy issues and then really wanted to get away from the chantry after the priests tried to exorcise demons. Gotcha.
The Circle of Magi today breathed to winter directly. Ever since the Archon Nomadland was elected in 734, stormed directly from the ranks of the enchanters to great applause from the precious public. He dispensed with the old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within a century, the true rulers with the various imperial houses, the mages, took their place openly within government.
Oh god, thank god I'm almost done.
The Imperial Divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the first enchanters and operates as a divine and grand enchanter both. This is utter heresy, precious. To any member of the Chantry outside of Tevinter, a return to the days of the Maguses, which brought the Bloodstone upon us. But it exists, even though we have left the Tevinter Imperium to the mercies of the dread Kunari. Still, they have endured, precious, just to have further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable.
Even my cat came over like, what the hell are you doing? Hi, sweetie. I did it in a different voice. Not really a different accent, but I did it in a different voice just for you, Badger. This one is not going to be Schmiegel, I can tell you that much. Only one person witnessed Mephrath's betrayal. However, the Aegis, a childhood friend of Mephrath, he company's chief, did a meeting with the Deventures, not realizing what was planned. When he understood that Mephrath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Deventer soldiers. The Deventer struck him down. Mephrath left him for dead. Gravely wounded, Havard made his way to the gates of Minthros to stop the execution. When he reached it, the terrible deed was already done. The armies of the plains long since dispersed. Havard, cursing his weakness, gathered the unearthly remains of Andraste that had been swept to the wind and rain, and wept. When his fingers touched a pile of ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw before him a vision of Andraste dressed in cloth made of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "The Maker shall never forget you as long as I remember." The song faded and the vision with it, and Havard was alone, but his wounds were healed with new strength. Havard took up the ashes of her lady and bore them back to the lands of the Alamari.
Have a silver.
Thanks, Badger. I gotta admit, that was way more difficult than it had to be. I've never talked in Schmiegel voice for that long before. Revered mother.
I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Perhaps I should go.
Farewell to you.
We'll come back to that because how much? Nope. How much money do I have? Okay, so are we in agreement that we're gonna have the sex with Leliana? Gift.
That's a wonderful thought.
I have to remember
don't
what
know
she
what to
loves.
say.
Uno momento while I see what gifts she loves. Dragon Age Origins Leliana. Romance. Okie dokie. First opportunity, male warden only. If Leliana is friendly, approval above 76 or higher, friendly eligible. Wait, what? Oh, that's just. Ah. The first time Leliana and female warden are in camp together, after her approval rating has reached warm 32 or higher. I don't know how to check that. Let's see. Second opportunity. Second opportunity. I just want the gifts. Like, what gifts does she like? I'll go through the opportunities later. Jesus Christ. No. What? Where? What? Just give me the gifts that she likes. What a... You have a preference for men, but you do like girls too? I mean, so, like, Alistair just never really did it for me. And, I mean, I do also have a preference for women myself. But, like, Alistair, he's, like, a sarcastic asshole sometimes. And I really do not like the assassin dude. He's the epitome of a man whore. Like, it's horrible. Maintaining approval rating effects. Leliana is no exception. Sure to talk to Leliana whenever you get the chance, be it while you're out and about. Okay. Good way to increase her approval rating. Likes holy items and symbols associated with Andraste and the Chantry. Shoes such as blue satin shoes. Complete Leliana's past quest. Is 25 or greater. Random encounter. Can you just give me... Why is nobody giving me the gift list? I should look up how to check approval. Giving gifts, gift mechanics, get out of here. Special gifts, gifts for Alistair, gifts for the dog. We will be giving the dog as many gifts as we can. We cannot romance the dog for obvious reasons, but the dog is the good boy, and you gotta get him, like, we got a beef bone. Man's gonna be getting the beef bone here later, don't you worry. Gifts for Leliana. Alright, Andraste's Grace, which I think I just gave her. Blue satin shoes. Oh no, I gave her the bronze symbol of Andraste. Okay, Chantry Amulet. Nope. Etched silver symbol. Nope. Unless I have more. Do I have more gifts? No. Okay, so this is... Why do I have these? What are you even good for? Just do that. Okay. Back to looking. Golden symbol of Andraste, cute nug, silver sword of mercy, steel symbol of Andraste. Okay, so let's see, where do we get these? Located in, oh, I have to find Andraste's Grace apparently. Located in Old Tegrin. Located Lothering Chantry, got that. Located Circle Tower, Orton Thag. Sold by Legnar and Orzammar, acquired from the Idle Dwarf in Dusttown. Located Old Tegrin and Genetivi's home. Okay. So yeah, we gotta wait to really get any more of her gifts. That's fine. Leliana.
Yes?
I like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision
I
of
knew
yours.
this would come up sooner or later.
Oh,
I don't know
cracked
how
my
to
back.
explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise.
Sorry, I
I
farted.
stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
This made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Says the Maker left us. The blight is the Maker's punishment. Will you defy him? Suppose I couldn't sit by either. Yeah.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin.
What if
I know
it's
what
raining?
the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what feels right to you, Lele. So, all right, this is a big thing because obviously she's very like religious in this universe and stuff like that. Like, so I think we talked about this before. Personally, I'm atheist, but like I don't care what other people believe. Like, if it feels right to you and you believe it, then believe it. The only thing that I ask is you just don't try to force that on other people. You know what I mean? Like, if that is what she wants to believe, this is honestly what I would say. I would honestly say, believe what feels right to you, or something of the sort. Believe whatever brings you comfort. That's what I care about.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees.
You found
I know
3
what
who
I
agree.
love, and no one will ever make that untrue.
True. Leliana approves. +4.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the
Quiet.
Chantry Cloister?
It was a life suited for contemplation.
Yes.
In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas.
Thank you.
You're
Maybe
welcome.
I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
+2.
Yes?
I know you said you've talked enough for now and we should be on the move. But we're going to talk some more.
Here I am.
What would someone
What
like
is meant by someone like me?
you? You know, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique. Because then they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
Yes. What about your fruit? Is it forbidden?
My fruit? I can't believe I'm having this conversation. But no, I did not take vows. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay,
and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
Okay, so seriously, that is something that I would never say, alright? So I am not a ladies' man, if it's not obvious. I got really lucky with Dragon, because my stupid awkwardness was attractive to her. I'm not a ladies' man, alright? So normally, like, if I was talking to someone who I had a, like, interest in, I would be so fucking scared of saying anything on the lines, even remotely sexual in nature, because I'm like, they won't want it, they don't want it, they don't want it, which probably led me to many times, like, missing opportunities to be with some people at some point, right? But it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to say. So how about that weather? Like, it was so bad. What did you do
I was
before
a
that?
traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Haha, she still approved. Ooh, wink, wonk, wink, wonk, wink, wonk. We're moving on up. Yeah, you're not wrong on that one. Can I see? Oh, she got 0.6% fatigue. Rip. Wait, can I? What's this? Oh, strength. Okay. I was gonna see if there was a way to see, like, how she feels. Nope. Okay. So, Leliana, listen. I gotta say.
What can I do for you now?
I'm talk about Sten.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Can you
Then
release
his
him?
next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Release him
And
into
what
my
do you say
custody.
on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Oh, revered mother.
What can I do for you now?
Hoping to
Not
receive.
many of your people join out of.
Oh, I think I've missed out on the ability to get
In
the.
Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over her path, O Maker. Give her light in darkness.
Thanks.
So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else.
I'm a Grey Warden.
Grey
Need your help.
Here. Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Did they?
You have not heard. The Tern claims that the Grey Wardens are responsible for the king's death.
Are they?
There's a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do.
Thanks.
Now, if there is nothing else.
Can you provide any help at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and chantry. The best now.
Okay. Perhaps I should go. Man, so there's a thing that I guess I missed out on. If you give 5 gold to the lady, it's like a +10 to Leliana's liking of you. And I guess I missed it, but you know, it's alright. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. Oh, Stan!
What do you need? Ask away.
I didn't actually want that. Anything else? Nope. We're also going to try to do as many of the quests as we can in this game because I think it would be a lot of fun. Gonna make a matcha latte.
You did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
You're the
Do
only
you
Templar
see
here.
any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail.
I mean, what?
I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Lovers to be. Oh, Stan. Hey, buddy. Nope.
Moving on.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Glad to have you
May
with
we
us.
proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
So I never really use Sten. He's a two-handed berserker kind of guy. I prefer Alistair. Alistair is probably one of the better warriors and better melee style characters. Sten's good, but you almost want like for Sten, because he's always up front and he doesn't really want heavy armor usually. It's usually like you want a healer and then Sten plus another warrior and probably another healer, because he takes a ton of damage. So it's like, eh. Some people like him. I don't. I've never actually had luck using him at all, so. Give me the elf fruit, thank you, please. Give me more elf fruit, yes, please. Danger approaches, gasp. Hey, look at this. Woo! These guys are. Oh, these guys are tough. Wait, what is that? What do I have? That ain't where that's supposed to be. Just silly goose. Actually, I don't really want below the belt. Do I have? Yes, I have that. We'll do this. Yo! I do a heckin' spinny. I am your death.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Okay, we're good for a second. There's more to kill down there, but we'll get there. So yeah, so this is already kind of showcasing how much leveling really did not do much for me. We were getting absolutely slaughtered there for a bit. The enemies still do a ridiculous amount of damage. It's mostly the equipment that ends up mattering for what makes the game harder or easier. Come with me and you'll see a world of oh. Hiya! There we go. Yeah, and I still like do no damage. Now, obviously, like if I was the regular level, I would do less damage, but ooh, this is the toxin extract that I needed for the venom. For the one dude. That's good. We got that. Leliana, you want to go for a swim? Wink, wonk, wink, wonk. And take a page out of, give me that.
Yes.
Take a page out of, what's her face's book? Shadow Tits. Wink, wonk, wink, wonk, wink, wonk. Alright, let's go back and finish this quest with the, venom. So the reason why I want to try to do as much of the quests as I can is because a lot of them give pretty decent rewards, and even if they don't do pretty decent rewards, even though we're going to be going through the Dragon Age games relatively quickly, I don't want to just like skip directly to the end. I want to be able to explore and do stuff.
Enough of that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson.
It will.
Enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
That wasn't gold, sir. That was silver.
The dogs were yelping all night long
You're gonna go get a pizza soon. I want a pizza. Actually, you know what I've actually been like hardcore craving?
You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me. I don't care.
Make her
But
don't
that
forgive you.
bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Okay, I couldn't even talk to him. All right, refugees. I've been like hardcore craving some really good like wings and barbecue recently. A pizza pickup line. Any of you have anything? I mean, I guess you're refugees. I guess you wouldn't have much.
Let's wipe them out quickly. And I'm off. Right, going.
I have a joke, but I'm going to wait to say it until we're not in the middle of playing, because this is going on YouTube. It is not something that is great to have. He's picking up a pizza of the pizza, you know? So delicious that he wants your pizza, you know what I mean? Wants to put you on his pizza and eat you all up. Put the nope. Put the pizza on the coconut and then you eat it all up. He might be picking up two, actually. Go for it, Badger. Give me your best pizza pickup line. Ooh, I actually did damage to everybody. Look at me go. And stab, 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 and whoa! Oh my god, you just got absolutely destroyed by Halson. And there goes your head. No, alright, well, everybody dead. May not be starving, but I'd sure like a pizza for you tonight. I mean, okay. Oh, yeah, you did say it right. A pizza you for tonight. That's pretty good. I gotta tell Dragon that one because she would love it. She is a pizza fanatic after all. I did misspoke. I misread. Turns out all the reading today has made me not able to read.
Schmeagol doesn't like that. No, he doesn't.
You guys have no idea how difficult it was to actually do Schmeagol voice for that whole thing. Like, da da da, just walking along. Nope, not in there. Boop 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 da doo. Oh, the chantry board.
Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
And they fucked. I mean, what?
Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Massive orgies.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
I say massive orgies, and then that's what you give me. Thanks, game. I usually don't really do anything for Halloween. I was thinking about it, and I might still try to do it, but I don't really have a stockpile of good games that I could try to do it with.
Bad breath alert.
Bad breath alert? What? I actually want to like try to do like a Freaky Friday kind of deal, like Fright Night Friday sort of something or another. I feel like it would be kind of cool just for the month of Halloween. Oh, it's the boy's mother. Oh. I guess we better wolf it down quick. Landmark tree. Black bear. Bear. Kill all the bears. And then we go awee. And then we go awee. And then we go shboom. And they're all dead now. Wow, we did it. Yeah, I think it would be really fun for like the month of October. Every Friday we try to do a spooky game. Maybe even do it as like an extra stream. Just like later in the evening, when it's darker, quote unquote. Because like during the day it's not as much, but like I'll even like try to dim the lights in here, make it all nice and spooky. Oh, Sir Chantryman, please let me tell you about these orgies again.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, and the stuff all would.
Okay, yeah, silence the prayers and whatever. All right, no quests available at this time. What quests do we have currently going? Traps are a girl's best friend. Allison has heard that Barlin is setting traps around his land to protect himself from similar fashion. Since Barlin has a lot of traps in the village, she needs you to make her 3 spring traps. Poison making, nothing else. Poison making and... Oh, wait. Wait, we have a small grease trap. Can't I... Oh, wait. Trap making.
Indeed.
Maybe? Spooky stream would be fun. Yeah, I just gotta figure out a way that I can... like, get some of the stuff.
Did you make any traps? Oh, what a relief. Thank you.
There we go. Give her the traps. That's that done. I think that's everything that we can do in Lothering. That is a really creepy but cool emote. An axe? Oh man! Let me ask you a question about it.
I sense some darkspawn.
God damn it, man. I was just trying to harvest some death roots. Can't I harvest death roots in peace? Come here. I missed. Stay there. Have that. Oh, good. More of you. Here. Hold that. What if I don't want to help you? Huh? Barlin, Balin, Boop, Boopadoopy. God, you guys are so loud. For absolutely no reason. Herlock Alpha, Demonic Inker, Sealed Letter, Maleficarum Regrets.
Arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Hello. It's been complicated.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says a half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Sandal, such a simple lad. Ooh, I got a gift. I'll have to check it. Which, by the way, a little fun fact for everybody. Did you know, and if I am wrong with this, I can blame my German teacher in high school. Apparently, you do not want to say gift in Germany because gift is another word for bomb. Can we go? No, we cannot go to the camp. Okay. So yeah, we just gotta go through here. So if you want to give someone something, then you are going to give them a present, not a gift.
Yes.
Yes. Gather your party and venture forth. Yes. Oh, that long hair is back.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something, mate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them.
Oh.
The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing.
I mean, that's
Takes
fair.
a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any other surprises?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises.
For
Anyhow,
now.
You're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Oh, Leliana, I'll be back. Wait a minute, we can do this. Where are you, pepperoni? Give you a beef bone. No, you love that, don't you? Yeah, yeah. Of course you do. Small carved statue. I don't think Leliana likes the small carved statuette, does she? Blue satin shoes, bronze symbol of Andraste, century amulet, get golden symbol. No, she does not. Who likes it then? Oh, it is Alistair. I mean, I guess we can. No, I'm not going to. So there's a thing with this game.
It's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to say. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Enchantments?
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
A cheese knife?
I'm sure you'll be...
Alright, sell the garbage. We have a lot to sell still. But first, other runes, golden rope necklace. Wait a minute. I'll take that backpack. Thank you very much. That's good for now. I want to look at this thing. Boop, boop, ba-doo. Alright, weapons. Alright, let's see. So you do more damage, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it. I'm more gonna be like a sword kind of person. We can equip it in the offhand. That'll be good. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so then Alistar. This is a two-handed sword, huh? Yeah, so you really can't use that. Morgan, you can have the dagger, but that's not really gonna do much for you. Pupper can't do anything. Oh, she is also a rogue. Maybe I'll have her tag along anyway. Sten, you get a great sword. Actually, Sten, you're like completely naked. You can have that. You can have that. You can have that. You can have that. And you can have that. There you go. Sten is all decked out. Alistair. What do you got? 2.1, 2.63. Alright, you get both. And then we'll just send that stuff to there. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, so we can just go boom, boom, whoop, boom, 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 boom. Woo, wait, no, you're a ranger though. Maybe I shouldn't. Hold on. Remove from junk. We could get her a bow and arrow. Let's go with that for right now. What's up?
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat?
So what's your story?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why'd you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of bracers I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tides. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I mean,
That's
do
exactly
something
how
with
I
them,
see it.
yeah?
The noble woman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's bracers. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Fascinating story,
You're
thank you.
quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Let me see your words
sure.
again. Alright, sell those once more. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Frees up a lot of space, giving me some money. I gotta talk to Sandal.
Hello. He was
Hello.
a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What kind of
He can
enchantments?
fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantments!
And there you have it.
I love Sandal, he's the best. Fare thee well. Alright, Leliana! Oh, my dear.
Yes?
I'd like to
Well,
talk.
here I am.
Do you have tales to
Of
share?
course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Any stories from
Of
Morlaix?
course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
That sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer.
Stretch a bit.
He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces,
and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Continue, please.
Avelin's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Go on.
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
That's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Alright, there's another story.
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved, and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
How did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hessarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter. The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hessarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful. Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
Anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in the land of their own.
It didn't
The
last.
elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
Okay. Let us move on. Leliana approves, +4. What is her approval rating with me currently? We're getting there. Oh, that's what I
Yes?
wanted to do. I wanted to buy,
Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
So this was also another one of the things that, really caught me as with her is she has some of the most intriguing and lore-driven dialogue. Like, you can talk to Alistair or Morrigan or anybody, and they give you a little bit, but, like, they don't really go into a lot of detail. Alistair will tell you all about the Chantry and the Templar Knights and stuff like that. Morrigan will tell you about the Wilds and stuff like that. Sten will just say, "Oh, there's no time for stories," and then the horror of the assassin dude who comes later, he just tells you all about the times that he would lay with other ladies and men and stuff.
I know one, told to me by my mother a long
She
time
has some of
ago.
the best
It
dialogue.
always chill me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth? Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend?
He does.
Flemeth, the devourer of men. Flemeth, mother of witches. Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists.
Yeah, not Alistair, but the guy, the Antivan elf assassin who comes later. He's like, "Oh, I will pretty much have sex with anybody if they so choose. I am not picky whatsoever. I don't care for attachment either. I will drop my trousers just for silver." Like, it's horrible. And then he's like, "Oh, I had this with this one and this with this." I don't like him that much. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Never good. Never good. Listen, So there is something to say about like the whole Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice. Have you ever thought about it? There's so many people in this day and age. That is a very disturbing emote. In this day and age, if you really, really think about it, like think this over. How many people are considered sex icons just because they can sing? I can give you one big one right now. Here, hold on. Da, 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 da. Let's just be honest now. No, what are you doing? Stop that. God damn it. He's a pedo? Is he? I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. But like, yeah, think about it. Like, how many times have you been like, "Oh man, this person has such a good voice." And then you see them, if you didn't know it was them singing, you'd be like, "Why am I looking at you?" But as soon as they open their mouth and start singing, you're like, "Take my innocence, ruin my life. Chain me up and never let me go just for me to rebel against you in a later time." Like, seriously. It's so common.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasin tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasin men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Yeah, I was reading the story. I hate that that's a thing. That's... Tell me
Chotri
about
law
that.
says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin, and it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Okay. There was another story I wanted to hear. Never mind.
It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
Darkspawn, Eveline, Flemeth. Never mind. Another +1 to the thing, which is very good. But now that we had quite a long talk with Leliana, we're starting to get in a pretty good region here. We're gonna save it And I'm going to call it there for the day. We've been going for roughly about 6 hours, and I need to get food in my stomach.